Okay, I decided I only wanted to make this a three-parter segment for the Crisis Battlesuit teams. So I'm going to try to go through the last little bit of them, because I realize there's not a lot left, and that I pretty much got the main ones out of the way. Like I said before, in the past other videos about the Crisis Battlesuits, is they have lots of options available to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it for the other ones. Let's see. There's the Bladestorm configuration, which is plasma rifle burst cannon. This is more of something that if you're going to take the Ionstorm, having a pair of them going with a Shasveri with that would be good. Either that, making Bladestorms your bodyguards for a Shazo with Ionstorm configuration. Or Ion Knife, I should say. The Ionstorm is burst cannon, like Ion Blaster, which is strictly anti-infantry, pretty much. You're not going to be going after the bigger targets with them. There's the Thunderstorm, which is air-bursting fragmentation projector and burst cannon, anti-infantry. Firestorm, missile pod burst cannon. Pretty much just like the fire knife, but it's cheaper because the burst cannon's a lot cheaper than the plasma rifle. But rather than being able to go after heavy infantry, you're pretty much limited to the lighter infantry. And most likely you're only going to be really using the missile pod and having the burst cannon more as a backup weapon, so you're probably not going to have multi-tracker on that one. Fireforge is missile pod fusion blaster. Now, makes for a very good Monat. I have a Fireforge as a Monat right now, and he's always done really good because I get ridiculously insane deep strike rolls, as Adam will attest to. Over and over again, I've gotten really, really awesome luck with his deep strike rolls, and I have just torched so many of his vehicles doing so. The missile pod gives him some range if a target starts to get away from him, but the fusion blasters, when he gets right in their grill, and just goes, Purah! Yeah, he kicks ass. I always give him the stimulant injectors and a shield generator to make him even more survivable, which I'll go into support systems when I talk about the commander. And then there's the Burning Eye configuration. That is twin-linked plasma rifles. I've heard good things about it, but I personally wouldn't use it very often. But if you're going to go against stuff like, it's good for Terminators and Wraithguard and stuff like that, those kind of targets. So, more specialized, yet again. And then there's Sunforge, which is twin-linked fusion blasters, and Heatwave is twin-linked flamers. Now, if you ever go to the forums like Tau Online or Advanced Tau Tactica, you will see a lot of people discussing some of these configurations, or at least they don't discuss them so much anymore. So, out of all the twin-linked ones, Death Rain is my favorite. I'll say that right now. Like some of the configurations I mentioned, with being either good for just being a Monat or being a commander, or just some of them you're only going to want to have as a Shasveri in a battlesuit team, you know, with having the other ones being a different configuration that complements the Shasveri's armament. And so that is another big thing I find very important when it comes to crisis teams. If you're going to have different weapons, you want to have at least one weapon kind of be the identifying weapon, meaning all three suits in the team have this weapon. Example was my Stormwave team. The burst cannon is their weapon they all have. The two other members have the flamer, whereas the Shasveri team leader has the air-bursting fragmentation projector. So there you have two different configurations in one team, but all their weapons complement each other, and that's the point. So that'll be it for my Crisis Team segments. I'll go into the Commander next, and pretty much go over the support systems and the weapons a bit more in depth, because that really determines what kind of role your commander is going to be playing while he's on the battlefield. So, I'll see you guys next time.